After nearly 5 decades, the mystery surrounding the tragic death of Sal Mineo has finally come to light. Born Salvatore Mineo Jr. on January 10, 1939, in the Bronx, New York, Mineo was the son of hardworking Sicilian immigrants. From a young age, he displayed exceptional talent, captivating audiences with his early-stage performances. His life, career, and untimely death would later intertwine with Hollywood's glamour, secrecy, and scandal. Over the years, his story evolved from teenage stardom to adult reinvention, culminating in a shocking murder that remained unsolved for decades. The full truth, however, reveals a far more disturbing reality than most imagined. Early talent and Broadway beginnings. Mineo's stage career began astonishingly early. By the age of 10, he appeared in the Broadway production of The King and I, portraying the Crown Prince alongside Yul Brynner. This exposure instilled a discipline and poise that would carry him through Hollywood's demanding environment. Mineo's natural charisma and emotional intelligence allowed him to navigate complex roles with depth and authenticity. On stage, he cultivated an understanding of human vulnerability that would define his later performances. These formative experiences set the foundation for a career that would see him oscillate between teen idol fame and critically acclaimed adult roles. Breakthrough in Hollywood. At just 16, Mineo landed the role of John Plato Crawford in Rebel Without a Cause, 1955, starring opposite James Dean. His nuanced portrayal of a sensitive, troubled teenager struck a chord with audiences and critics alike. Modern interpretations suggest his character subtly represented closeted gay youth, a bold gesture in the conservative 1950s. Mineo received an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor, making him one of the youngest nominees in Oscar history. This performance established him as a serious actor and a teen idol, simultaneously admired for his talent and enigmatic screen presence. Rising stardom and typecasting. Following Rebel Without a Cause, Mineo appeared in Giant, 1956, Crime in the Streets, 1956, and The Gene Krupa Story, 1959, solidifying his status as a rising star. In 1960, his performance in Exodus earned him another Oscar nomination, portraying a Holocaust survivor with intense emotional depth. Yet, despite critical acclaim, Mineo faced growing challenges. Hollywood's typecasting and the unspoken stigma surrounding his rumored sexuality began to limit opportunities. Refusing to hide his identity, he confronted an industry unprepared for openly gay actors, navigating both professional setbacks and personal scrutiny with remarkable courage. Turning to theater and direction. By the late 1960s, Mineo increasingly turned to theater, seeking creative freedom beyond Hollywood's constraints. He appeared in and directed productions including Fortune and Men's Eyes, a controversial play exploring sexuality and prison violence. His work demonstrated bravery in addressing taboo topics, emphasizing artistic integrity over mainstream acceptance. In 1972, he directed The Medium in Detroit, taking a bold leap into opera. Portraying Toby, a mute servant, Mineo explored complex psychological themes, challenging audiences while expressing his creative vision. This period marked a reinvention, showcasing his versatility and determination to remain relevant as an artist despite the industry's limitations. Television and challenging roles. Mineo's television work in the mid-1970s highlighted his continued willingness to embrace difficult material. In Columbo, A Case of Immunity, he played Rachman Habib, an assistant involved in political intrigue, demonstrating his ability to inhabit morally complex characters. Later that year, he appeared in SWAT as a dangerous cult leader, drawing chilling parallels to Charles Manson. These roles underscored Mineo's fearless approach to performance, refusing to be constrained by his earlier teen idol image. His choices reflected both artistic ambition and a desire to confront societal fears, particularly those surrounding manipulation, sexuality, and power. Stage revival. P.S. Your Cat is Dead. In 1976, Mineo returned to the stage with the provocative black comedy P.S. Your Cat is Dead. Initially performed in San Francisco, he portrayed a bisexual burglar, exploring themes of sexuality, vulnerability, and power dynamics. The production was met with critical acclaim and revitalized his career, proving he remained a bold and innovative actor. Mano's relocation of the show to Los Angeles marked a personal and professional reawakening, demonstrating his continued relevance in a world that had long marginalized him. The play's success cemented his reputation as a fearless artist unafraid to explore challenging material. Complex personal relationships. Mano's personal life mirrored the intensity of his professional one. While filming Exodus, he met actress Jill Howarth, sparking a tumultuous romantic relationship. Despite their youth and Hollywood pressures, they shared a deep bond, characterized by passionate involvement and emotional complexity. Their engagement, which represented a potential alignment with conventional expectations, was ultimately called off after Howarth discovered Mano in a sexual encounter with another man. Their relationship evolved into a profound friendship, marked by loyalty and understanding, illustrating the emotional depth and complexity that defined Mano's personal connections. Protective instincts and loyalty. Mano's protective instincts extended beyond romance. He demonstrated intense concern for Howarth, particularly during her relationship with producer Aaron Spelling. Mano's confrontation with Spelling revealed both jealousy and genuine care, reflecting his deep investment in his friend's well-being. This incident highlighted Mano's emotional intensity, navigating loyalty, love, and societal expectations simultaneously. His devotion to Howarth remained unwavering, serving as a testament to the enduring bonds that shaped his private life. Even amidst Hollywood's pressures, Mano prioritized meaningful connections over public perception. A quiet domestic life. By the mid-1970s, Mano had found stability with actor and acting coach Courtney Burr III. Their 6-year relationship provided a private sanctuary from Hollywood scrutiny. Burr offered understanding and creative companionship, allowing Mano to explore his artistic and personal identity without interference. Though largely unknown to the public, their partnership became central to Mano's later life. Burr described Mano as sensitive, generous, and complex, revealing the man behind the public persona. This period reflected a rare period of peace for Mano, marked by emotional security and personal fulfillment, even as his professional life remained dynamic and challenging. The murder and initial investigation. On February 12, 1976, Mano was brutally stabbed in a dark West Hollywood alley after a rehearsal. At just 37, his death shocked Hollywood and fans worldwide. Early theories ranged from robbery to professional jealousy and anti-gay violence. Investigators faced conflicting accounts and limited forensic tools, leaving the case unresolved for years. The sudden, violent nature of the attack, combined with Mano's prominence and private lifestyle, created a perfect storm of speculation. For decades, his murder remained an unsettling mystery, haunting both the entertainment industry and those who had admired his talent. Arrest and conviction. In 1979, Lionel Ray Williams, a 21-year-old pizza delivery driver, was arrested for an unrelated crime. During questioning, he confessed involvement in Mano's murder. Williams was convicted and sentenced to 57 years in prison, seemingly bringing closure to a decades-old case. Yet, questions lingered. Williams had no known motive, and Mano's valuables were untouched. Many wondered why a stranger would execute such a precise, lethal attack without attempting robbery. The conviction provided a legal resolution, but failed to fully satisfy those who sensed deeper motives behind the tragedy. Uncovered documents and deeper conspiracies. 50 years after Mano's death, new documents emerged, shedding light on previously ignored evidence. Court transcripts and police files suggested Williams may have been manipulated or hired to commit the attack. Internal memos hinted at organized crime involvement and potential Hollywood interference, including attempts to silence Mano for knowledge of scandals. Early investigative leads had been overlooked, potentially due to prejudice or pressure from influential figures. These revelations painted a chilling picture of a murder that may have been far more calculated and politically charged than initially acknowledged, leaving lingering questions about true accountability. The enduring legacy Sal Mineo story is one of talent, courage, and tragedy. He broke ground as a sensitive and nuanced actor, navigating fame and personal authenticity in a repressive era. His work on stage, screen, and television challenged societal norms and expanded portrayals of sexuality, vulnerability, and complexity. Mineo's personal relationships, though turbulent, highlighted his loyalty, emotional depth, and capacity for love. Despite his untimely death, his artistic contributions endure, inspiring those who value honesty, bravery, and integrity in both performance and life. His legacy is a reminder of the human costs of prejudice, secrecy, and systemic neglect. Conclusion: truth, loss, and reflection. The Sal Mineo case demonstrates how truth can be delayed, distorted, or buried. While Lionel Ray Williams remains in prison, the full story behind Mineo's murder may never be known. Fear, intolerance, and negligence allowed a promising life to end violently, leaving unanswered questions about motive and complicity. Mineo's life, filled with artistry, defiance, and vulnerability, serves as both a cautionary tale and an enduring inspiration. Half a century later, his story reminds us that the most troubling mysteries are not those left unsolved, but those whose answers were ignored, hidden, or manipulated by forces beyond the public eye.